Key point 1. There is a way to spend money and stay happy. Whether car loans, student loans, credit card loans, health loans, or something else, many of us are drowning in debt. This situation makes it look like living without money worries is a fantasy. In modern society, money worries often cause anxiety and depression, leading to a low quality of life. Learning to say no and live a full life with the things you value will help you control your spending. This summary teaches you how to use the No Spend Challenge to reach your financial goals faster, help transform your spending habits, and stick to a budget. Budgeting and money management can be difficult concepts. You can have all the knowledge available and still suck at executing it. From this guide, you'll discover why budgeting alone isn't working, the psychology behind your impulsive spending, how to pay off debt fast, how to do what you've probably been wasting money on for free, and much more. Why should you care now? After all, life is long, and you will have time to take care of big expenses in the future. The thing is, debts will become harder to pay off, especially with increasing interest rates. The process only gets more complicated. But with help, you can rid yourself of debt and confidently look toward your future earnings. Because you have decided to do better, you will get better. You will find out how to be a better financial manager. Even if you take half of these steps, you will see visible financial results. The most important thing is that you take action. I was conditioned from a young age to think spending money is a hobby. Jen Smith. Key point 2. How to deal with debts. Debts have become a permanent part of many people's lives. While you do not have to feel shame about having them, you should create a plan to help you pay them off. Fun fact: your understanding of why you need to pay off debt affects your work performance and motivation. Will this freedom allow you to quit your current job, go on a trip, or finally own your house? Whatever it is, be honest with yourself. Be vulnerable and passionate about it. You might think you're broke, but once you make a budget, you might find you're just overspent. Jen Smith. Next, ask yourself, what is keeping me from paying off this debt? Usually, the answer to this question may be, I don't earn enough, or I don't have enough time. These are just excuses. Write down why you want to pay your debts and what you think hinders you from doing so. Take some time to review these reasons. You have to decide to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Your desire and readiness will allow you to create a payment plan and successfully execute it. After that, you can start implementing the dreams you have been putting off due to debt. In addition, you will finally feel that your finances belong only to you, and you have the right to use them at your discretion. Be honest about why you want to pay your debts. Figuring out your why will help you commit to becoming debt-free. When do you want to be debt-free? Your answers will determine how long you will need to cut your spending. You can cut it for a week, a month, or go as far as a year or more. But you will do this while still spending on your basic needs. So set a goal for yourself, believing you can achieve it and make it work. When you remember why you are doing it, you will not question whether you should give up that extra cup of coffee. Savings will take you closer to your goal. Key point 3. Budgeting isn't something you do once and forget about. You can control your expenses by knowing how much you earn and spend monthly on housing, gas, and food. That's why managing a budget is necessary for everyone who wants to structure their finances and achieve their goals. But why is it so hard to stay committed to a budget? The good news is that the No Spend Challenge teaches you to keep certain habits that will help you pay all your debts and live a financially free life. Financial freedom will positively affect other aspects of your life. Your brain needs time to adjust to new habits. Therefore, first-time budgeting may seem redundant, pointless, and time-consuming. At such moments, you should remind yourself that you are not doing this for someone else but for yourself. The sooner you understand your financial situation, the faster you can start to take action that will bring positive consequences. Stress, distraction, and even loud noise can reduce your willpower. We all have at least one of these issues. When you remove most or all of your spending, the need to make so many decisions will reduce and thus minimize decision fatigue. All of this is less stressful for you. Very soon, you will learn more about the myths regarding budgeting and ways to keep it on lockdown, making this process as simple and transparent as possible. We set many goals, and while we can only achieve some of them, quickly shifting from moderation to extremism is effortless. It's easier to set goals like losing weight, paying debts, reading daily, etc. Most people want to jump from mindless spending to moderation. Of course it will fail, and you'll be back at square one. Please don't feel bad about it. Just keep building your habits, and sticking to your budget will become effortless. You are already a winner because you have thought about reducing your expenses, and you're actively working on that task. Regularly remind yourself why you are doing this and what you believe in, creating another good habit on your no-spend challenge journey. Key point 4. How to build a healthy habit. The brain gradually adopts and begins to adhere to new habits. We need stress management, encouragement, sleep, exercise, and focus to speed up this process. Caffeine, alcohol, and nicotine harm your brain and induce stress, affecting your health. Do you remember how it feels to hear words of support or motivation? It might inspire you to believe in your strength and not be afraid to practice new habits. Share your plans and successes with those you trust and who can encourage you to keep going. Another common cause of chronic stress is sleep deprivation. Besides avoiding stress stimulants, there's nothing like a good night's sleep to help you feel refreshed. Plan your day based on how many hours you need to sleep. At first, it might seem like you don't have time to do even half of the things you usually do. But in the long run, it's a winning game. You won't be looking forward to the weekend to get more sleep. Instead, you'll be able to spend that time doing things you love. Focusing on one thing at a time also helps increase stress resistance. Sticking to one goal provides the focus necessary to complete one task rather than to start several things and finish none. The ability to focus is also related to your confidence in what you are doing. There are 4 stages of trying to achieve set goals. Unconscious incompetence. A person makes mistakes but does not realize them and does not change their approach. Conscious incompetence. A person understands everything is going wrong but continues doing the same thing on purpose. Conscious competence. A person makes an effort to complete tasks correctly. At the same time, those who are in this category are aware of the skills they have and continue to develop them. Unconscious competence. This stage is the most desirable. People have developed all the necessary good habits at this phase and always do everything automatically and qualitatively. Key point 5. A successful no-spend challenge takes some planning. A successful no-spend challenge requires a lot of training. By now, you have figured out why you are doing this. The next thing is to decide duration of the challenge. Choose what you will not spend your money on and make your budget. Take note that you have to be strict and obedient. Pay your bills, sort out your extra debt, and move the rest to another account. Work out what works well for you. Also, don't try to copy and use another person's budget because it won't work. It's not a one-size-fits-all thing. Some helpful tips include: pick out particular items that you will not spend money on. These may include cutting out things like extra clothing, coffee, restaurant visits, etc. No spending on impulse. Spend only on gas and groceries. This is the most significant way to restrict your spending. So, you have decided to only spend on necessities. The challenge may have various forms, depending on how long you are willing to experiment and live on less, which actually gives more. You can have a no-spend day, week, weekend, month, year, and beyond. You will also need to prepare for your gas purchases and make other important decisions. If you like to hang out with friends, instead of eating out at a restaurant, have your friends over and cook at home. Write your goals down and put them in places you will see. Remember to treat yourself to a reward to push you to achieve your goals. This is how you will begin to notice how your thoughts and habits change. For example, the spontaneous purchase of another t-shirt will switch to other higher quality investments that will give you positive emotions for a long time. What do you do when life happens? You don't give up. Falling off the wagon sometimes reminds us that we are human. So, what do you do when that happens? You remember the reason you began in the first place. You pick yourself up and keep pushing until you get it right. Remember, we fail so that we can improve. Key point 6. Your no-spend challenge to-do list. How to spend less money. How to start to cultivate this new habit. Which method should you follow, and which should you avoid? The following tips will simplify implementing the no-spend challenge. Much depends on your perception and the words you use to describe your new experience. At first, It is crucial to control the flow of your thoughts and not allow them to cast doubt on what you are doing. For example, when you stop buying things you usually splurge on, you may start to think that you are restricting yourself undeservedly. In such situations, turn to the but approach. I'm not going to buy a coffee at this cafe now, but I made myself a delicious coffee at home this morning. Or, I won't go to the amusement park this weekend, but I can save a larger amount to pay off a debt. At the same time, it is worth understanding that you are not depriving yourself of joy and pleasure. Reducing additional expenses allows you to normalize your financial situation while enjoying your favorite activities. Try to cook your meals at home, prepare freezer meals, or pack your lunch to stop spending at restaurants. At dinner time, have friends over instead of going out. Go on picnics at beaches or parks instead of going to expensive places. Take surveys to earn gift cards. Usually, food companies conduct polls to understand customers' impressions of their products or services. For a short review, you can save a lot on future shopping. You can add mystery shopping to your side hustle. Doing this will not only get you free food and drinks, but you will also get paid for your observation. Make better coffee to make it easier for you to avoid visiting a coffee shop on the way to work. And while you're at it, make it fun and improve your brew method. Unsubscribe from emails or uninstall apps advertising everything you can buy impulsively. Also, remove your credit card details from your browser's autofill setting, making it more difficult to spend online. Key point 7. The best distraction from spending money. If you want to go out or hang out with friends while you're trying to cut costs, there are places you can go. The library, for instance, is an excellent place to start. No, this is not a joke. There you can find various event schedules, comic collections, and co-working spaces. You could also join social groups like running groups, Yelp events, or bike riding groups. Attending home improvement classes, park events, and volunteering at events for free can also be enjoyable. Having a Bible study with your friends can also be fun if that's your kind of thing. Other parties like mystery parties, listening parties, yard sales, or grill outs where everyone contributes allow you to bond with friends and family while saving money. The fact that you're trying to cut costs shouldn't stop you from doing charity or what you want to do. There are different ways to spend less and make more. To spend less on grocery shopping, buy from stores with the best value for your money. Stores like Winco Foods, ShopRite, Fairway, and Market Basket fit this description. Learn how to make bulk purchases, especially during sale periods, and buy frozen if you can. Also, you can grocery shop online, use your pantry, and cook meals with ingredients that you have ignored for so long. Finally, if you have done all this, the last thing is to stop buying expensive grocery brands. Go for generics, which are almost the same anyway. To reduce your electricity, water, and gas bills, try to turn off appliances that are not in use. Reduce your shower time and use power-saving bulbs. You don't have to use cable. Netflix can be your substitute. If your house is draining you with bills and you cannot change the location to a more affordable area, try getting a roommate. Key point 8. Look around, and you'll see more earning opportunities. Before starting a side hustle, the most important thing to note is how you spend your time. How much time do you have before work or after work? What do you do on weekends? Depending on your answers, you can find different types of jobs. If you're looking to start something early in the morning or late at night, you can try babysitting, driving an Uber, teaching English, or bartending. If you are only free on weekends, try pet sitting, home cleaning, furniture moving, or yard work. You can do all this or sit at home and make some money transcribing audio, proofreading, teaching a course, selling your designs, or being a virtual assistant. A few people think that even their home can become a source of income. By removing unnecessary items from your home and selling your stuff, you can earn extra money and finally see the back wall of your closet after so many years. When decluttering, you have to put some things in place. Discard that thought reminding you that you bought the item for many dollars, so you cannot give it away. Sort out your clothing into 4 categories: a keep, sell, give, and store category. So if you are keeping your stuff, you know where it goes. Sort your clothes depending on which category the items fall into. Clean out that drawer and have no hard feelings. When it comes to updating your wardrobe, get rid of old things and make space for new clothes. But remember that a new, bigger closet will not solve your problems. It will only contribute to the accumulation of excess. Face one task at a time instead of tackling all things at once. Now that you have successfully decluttered, the next thing is to make money by selling those items. Social media is the fastest way to get this done. This way, you will find that person ready to buy your things and enjoy using them as much as you did. Did you know? When you clear your space of unnecessary things, you help activate the brain's emergence of new ideas. You will also feel free to implement the new ideas. Conclusion. The No Spend Challenge is a unique chance to move closer to your desired financial situation and solve existing money problems. Forget about annoying debts and stop putting off your desired life until later. When you accept this challenge, you can evaluate all possibilities with fresh eyes, including saving, increasing your funds, and acquiring new habits. You may discover fantastic cooking skills or inspire your friends to declutter and become a home space improvement consultant. Implement some tips to find out. The most common mistake is to venture into everything you want to do at once. You should avoid making this mistake. Make your focus as specific as possible to help your goals become more achievable. This way, you get to follow the progress. Start with a small process, a no-spend day or week, before migrating to more extended periods. The no-spend challenge can have a butterfly effect. The coffee you didn't buy several times can help you quickly close your debts and increase your profits. This experience will change your attitude toward money in various forms: debt, salary, investments, and expenses. Use this chance to form a vision of your future well-being. Try this. Nothing is as good as deciding to improve and taking steps to do it. Learn to acknowledge every win. Buy yourself that latte as a celebration. Keep up that positive mindset and look forward to future challenges.